The weak man thinks discipline is a cage. The Stoic knows it's the key, because the man who masters himself doesn't need to beg for respect. He doesn't need to chase validation. He doesn't need to fear failure, because he's already conquered the hardest thing, his own mind. But here's what most won't tell you. Discipline isn't motivation. Discipline isn't hype. It's not loud. It's quiet, relentless, consistent, built in the shadows where no one's clapping. The Stoics didn't become legends because they felt good. They became legends because they built principles that kept them moving when they didn't. And if you want to be a man no one can shake, a man whose enemies fear him not because he's loud, but because he's unbreakable, these 10 Stoic principles are your foundation. Principle 1. Rule yourself before you try to rule anything else. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Discipline begins here. Before you lead, before you speak, before you build, command yourself. Your urges, your habits, your moods. The man who can't say no to himself will be owned by everything outside him. Principle 2. Do the hard thing first. Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Discipline isn't built when you feel like it. It's built when you choose to do the work, especially when it's hard. The Stoic tackles the hard task first because he knows. Comfort never made anyone great. Face it, finish it, move on stronger. Principle 3. The obstacle isn't in the way, it is the way. Every delay, every betrayal, every failure. That's your training ground. Marcus said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." The undisciplined man sees a problem and stops. The Stoic sees a problem and sharpens. Stop dodging challenges. They are your forge. Principle 4. Detach from outcome. Obsess over effort. You don't control if you win. You don't control if she stays. You control your work, your integrity, your discipline. A Stoic pours himself fully into the task, then lets go. His peace comes from what he gave, not what he got. Principle 5. Choose discomfort before it chooses you. Seneca practiced poverty not because he had to, but because he wanted to master it. Cold showers, early mornings, silence, solitude, hunger. The disciplined man makes friends with discomfort, so when the storm comes, it feels like home. If you're done waiting to feel motivated and ready to build discipline, type "unbreakable" in the comments right now. Let's keep going. Principle 6. Your body is your first battlefield. A weak body breeds a weak mind. The Stoic trains not for looks, but for mastery. Discipline starts in the gym, at the table, in the mirror. When you own your body, you own your energy, your mood, your presence. Don't let your flesh rule your will. Principle 7. Silence is a discipline. Talk less. Prove more. The undisciplined man argues, explains, pleads. The Stoic man moves quietly, but the world feels him anyway. Words leak power. Silence stores it. Principle 8. Forgive quickly, move lightly. Resentment chains you to the past. The disciplined man lets go fast, not for them, for his own forward momentum. Every grudge you carry is weight you don't need. Drop it. Move cleaner. Principle 9. Time is your currency. Spend it like a king. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that death was near. A disciplined man doesn't waste time because he knows time is what builds his legacy. Every wasted hour is a debt his future self has to pay. Guard your hours like gold. Principle 10. Every day is day one. A Stoic doesn't rest on yesterday's effort. Discipline isn't a destination. It's a daily decision. Wake up every morning like you have everything to prove. Because you do. to yourself. Discipline isn't sexy. It isn't flashy. It's not built in the spotlight. It's built in the quiet hours, in the hard choices, in the small sacrifices no one sees but you. And when you live like that, the world notices. Not because you shouted, but because you walked through fire and didn't flinch. If you're ready to build that kind of life, the kind no one can take from you, type unbreakable in the comments right now. And if you're ready to keep walking this path of stoic power, subscribe and let's build.